Alrighty, YouTube. So obviously the second anniversary hype still continues for Nikke with Anichiro, and today we're going to actually be doing a full electric team. I did end up just getting Exia's favorite item, and I'm gonna level it up since I have been working on getting it. I did just get it, but we are going to be making a full electric team video against the new solo raid. No Rouge included, because I know a lot of you guys do not have her, which is surprising because I feel like Rouge came out quite before the anniversary, and I think it was safe for you to summon for her, especially since we all knew she was going to be so good long term with the bunny girls, and even just for anybody who needed max HP support and stuff like that. I already kind of knew Cinderella was going to be a defender rocket launcher that scaled off HP, hence why I was telling you guys that as well, and then guess what, she ended up doing it. But obviously that was just more speculation than facts, but it ended up just like turning into facts. So I'm gonna do a showcase and stuff like that, and we're gonna talk about the electric code, talk about Cinderella, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let's try to get, I don't know, four subscribers. I think that's not too much to ask for. 4 subscribers, and let's try to get 100 likes, right? And let's get into the video. All right, y'all, so this is the team we're going in. We got Mari from the recent collab, Exia, and her favorite item. We only have 2 levels, but it's the 2 levels that matter, where we are going to be actually be getting what? We're going to be getting the hacking code buff for Exia herself, and then electric code allies are going to be getting an attack buff, which is good because that's going to help out everybody on this team. And then she is going to have, you know, damage taken, and then damage taken increase to, you know, the boss when fully stacked up on hacking code. So that is going to be very important. She also can lower the defense of the enemy she's targeting, which is going to be very helpful as well. And then again, this whole team is just very powerful. You have Summer and East buffing up everybody here when you enter a full burst, so that means every single burst rotation Cinderella is going to be getting buffed. Ayn isn't here supporting, but she is going to be doing damage as well, right? Just being another electric buffer on the team, or not electric buffer, another electric DPS on the team. Ayn is gonna go crazy. Cinderella does what Cinderella does, massive damage all the way through. I have leveled her up higher, and I'm going to be getting her overload gear up either today or tomorrow, and I'll have a full overload showcase video for you guys for her soon when that's ready. We just talked about Exia, and then Mari again is kind of like a knockoff Crown, but it does work because she does give attack damage every burst rotation. She does do damage, and then every other 5 seconds after the first 10 seconds she is giving all allies an attack buff based off her attack, which is unfortunate because she is a supporter, but it doesn't change the fact that she's still doing that. And then we are getting a pierce damage buff, which I don't think is gonna matter since, you know, Cinderella doesn't have pierce at all, which I'm surprised they didn't give her a pierce, but still, we're here for the attack damage buff from her. So we're gonna do a few runs, and we're gonna see how well this is, right? I really do think the electric code is just unmatched, right? I think when it comes to like raw damage DPS, I feel like electric code or fire code has that in the bag now, right? They just have too many options. They have Summer and Nice, Ayn, Cinderella, Scarlet, Guillotine, right? Even Exia is a very good DPS. Don't get it twisted, right? Look at like, let's use our burst skill, and we're gonna see how much. Like, let me show you guys all the buffs that we're about to get. Exia go crazy. I have burst skill animations on because I don't usually have them on, so let me put them on for you guys so you guys can see more than just them using their burst skill. We want to see them, right? Let's start looking at burst skill animations for Nikke. They put time and effort into it. But right now we're at 2.9 million, and these are all the buffs we have. So we have Summer and Nice's buff. We have Flawless Glass, which is her own buff, based on her final max HP, which at 2.36% of 2.3 million is still very good. An attack damage buff from obviously Mari, and then obviously we still have, you know, a lot of other damage here as well. So let's see, we're at 2.9 million, and after this burst rotation, what are we going to, right? Gatling gun is being attacked or whatever. They're all snipers though, right? Snipers and rocket launchers. Like some of these is like the only one. Oh well, 44 million. Wow. Some of these is like the, or not so, yeah, Summer and Nice and Cinderella are the only ones that are like not sniper like everybody else is a sniper, right? All the other 3 are sniper, right? This boss is so cool though. I think Behemoth is the most like, it's the coolest boss they have. I think so, right? What is Ayn at? I'm curious. Ayn's burst skill, what is she at? She's at 23 million. And again, Ayn is another character who is a powerhouse when it comes to damage. Like, she's no joke as well, right? So we won there obviously, but Ayn is another powerhouse when it does come to damage. I didn't think it was wise for people to summon for Ayn in reality. because I didn't know if people were going to need another DPS, or if you did or you didn't. If you did need another DPS at the time and you didn't have any, I think Ein was a very good pickup. And mind you, Ein came out way before the anniversary, right? I've been kind of prepping my community to build up pity for the anniversary, but not by summoning on every banner, just summoning on the banners that were good. So I think Ein was a banner you could have summoned on to build up pity. I think Rouge was a good banner you could have used to summon on pity, or summon on to build pity. The collab was definitely a phenomenal banner for you to summon on to build up pity, right? It was more so I'm building you guys up to save up your pity, right? If you want to use your gems for the anniversary, by all means, but it's more so I'm prepping you guys to build up pity and what banners to use it on. For example, I didn't summon on Rumani, but now I have Rumani because of the wish list, right? Like, that's what I mean when I say it's so easy to get a lot of these characters that you're just not going to use after the fact they drop. Like, it's just how it is, right? And Cinderella, I mean, she was definitely worth it. She's broken. I think they're saying she's bugged. I don't know what that's about. I haven't looked into it, but I'm hearing that she is bugged, right? Right now, her charge fragment's at 209. So I guess that's just her charge damage, right? Her charge damage or her charge speed is increasing that number, but we don't have charge speed unless somebody's buffing her, right? Are we fully stacked on any of Xia's buffs? So let me see, because this whole team is about to go crazy. Ein is Ein, right? I'm so glad Ein was actually a good character, because I've been waiting for Ein for so long, y'all. Wait, but let me just see, because Xia, okay, so we're fully stacked when it comes to secret code, which is not, oh yeah, okay, that's hacking code, good. So that means all allies should be getting this now, which we are getting it. We're not fully stacked on the electric code allies buff, but all allies are getting that. She is so good for electric characters. Like, Xia is such a good pickup, and don't get me wrong, she does good damage too, right? It's not looking like it right now, but she does do very, very, very good damage. I did do a showcase of Xia versus Dorothy with somebody else's Xia when at the time when I didn't have the favorite item. Xia was doing so much damage, it's scary. Like, she's such a powerhouse. It's crazy. Mari's supposed to do a lot of good damage as well, especially against like mobs and stuff with her AoE, but this is one boss, so I don't expect her to do as much as before. But yeah, we're gonna do a mock battle as well, which is what's coming up right now. But let me see the damage here, like 91 million, 73 million, even 43 million. Like, having Summerniece on the side as a sub DPS, still buffing up, and she's still doing such good damage. Like, it's so scary to me. Like, she's doing such good damage. It's actually mind-blowing to me how much like damage you just have from a comp like this. And you don't have to have Ein. If you have, you know, OG Scarlet and you still want to use OG Scarlet, by all means use OG Scarlet. My OG Scarlet isn't built, nor am I going to be using her because I don't like her. I like Ein. So it is what it is. But I do think the support, I think the electric code allies, like the electric code element is the most well-rounded element in the game. Like, they're all supporting each other, they have all good synergy and stuff like that. I think it did have to take Rouge to come out for them to finally have that solid burst 1, or X's favorite item to have that solid burst 1. But other than that, they're good on burst 2, they're good on burst 1s, they're good on burst 3s. Burst 3s, they're like strong suits, right? Again, if Element Tower comes out, I think honestly electric code will be one of the easiest ones to be. Electric and fire code seem to be easy to be, and now I guess even iron with just Laplace's favorite item and Red Hood and Crown's buffs and Litter. Like, that team is nasty. Litter, Crown, Laplace, and Red Hood all are iron characters. Like, oh, these elements, like, I feel like these elements are building quite good. I do think though, honestly, genuinely, I think she should have been water. I think Cinderella should have been a water character. I think Cinderella being a water character would have helped out the water class a lot, especially since water doesn't really have that many great DPSs. Like, don't get me wrong, they just got Quincy, they just got Phantom, but even still, like, they're, you know, okay. They're not like God power triple S tier, right? I would say Cinderella's a triple S tier character. She should have been water, but her being electric means that she's just getting a lot of more electric buffs, which I'm fine with as well, right? We have no HP buffs here and stuff like that, so there's that. I will make a dedicated video. I guess this was one of them as well, but I will make a dedicated video of team comps that you can run with Cinderella, some that will have Rouge in it and some that won't have Rouge in it. I'm going to try my best to make a video dedicated to different team comps that you can do. But 100 million from Cinderella, 92 million from Ein, 46 million from Anise here, and then 21 million and 15 million from Mari and Xia. Like, this is a well-rounded team. The electrical generally is well-rounded. But I want to go into shooting range real quick before we end off the video. I want to go into shooting range, 3 minutes of shooting range, and I want to see how powerful this team is with mobs, right? Because this was just one enemy. I want to try this with mobs, so give me a second. All right, so there we go. We're going to go in this team right here. I don't want to have scope lock on just because it's going to take off X's favorite item. I don't know why with scope lock they don't include their favorite items, but it is what it is. It's more of a collection thing, not an actual like stat thing. So it makes sense, I guess. But we're gonna see how well in 3 minutes, how powerful is this team with mobs, and obviously a lot of these characters having more AoE based abilities. How good is this going to be? Like, how powerful are they going to be? I just wish, honestly, I wish Cinderella had the Pierce effect. I think if she had a Pierce effect, we could see a lot more from her. But she is, don't get me wrong, she's a very strong character. She's like probably the hardest hitting character in the game. Where I haven't sat down and did like a actual comparison because I don't have her overload gear or anything like that. But I do think she is a very, look, after one burst rotation, like she's still very good. Like, oh my god. She does need to fully stack up. I do think she does need to fully stack up to be insane, but that's just by the second time you use her burst skill, right? By the second time you use Cinderella's burst skill, you're gonna be crazy. And even before that, she's still doing high numbers, right? Don't get me wrong, I've seen some where Cinderella is doing like 100 million first rotation not fully stacked, right? It just depends on I literally don't have overload gear, so my Cinderella is a bit weaker than other people's. I will do like a free-to-play showcase for Cinderella as well, which I guess what you've been seeing is a free-to-play showcase. I will have overload showcase. There's so much I'm gonna do. You guys know your boy got to keep the community right with different types of videos, different types of team comps regarding the character. When Grave comes out, expect a lot of Grave videos, a lot of Grave team comps, her buffing up certain characters, her with Cinderella. Expect a lot. Oh my god. Yo, but look at Aina. Like, look at Aina, look at Cinderella. This is Shaq and Kobe. I love the electric code so much. I love them so much. Right, it's just insane, right? I still do have to do a video of the actual decoy. A lot of people are saying the decoy isn't that great. I have been, you know, decoy has been working for me in some situations, but it's more like it's just there. It's more like it's just extra, honestly. It's honestly just extra. It's cool, you can regenerate it and stuff like that, so I do think it's helpful. It's just extra. Did she need to have a decoy? Kind of. I was expecting her to have like some type of shield, because look at her weapon, it's too big, it's way too big. I was expecting her to have some type of shield. I didn't think it would be a decoy, but her being able to regenerate a decoy, I do think is quite good. So yeah, I'm not you know, mad about her having a decoy rather than a shield. I think it's great because her having a shield means that her shield would just, I guess, overwrite freaking crowns. It's better for her to have a decoy, and then if you are running her with crown, for example, you can have the decoy and then a shield on her. That's a lot of protection right there. So I do think having a decoy, especially with how much HP this character can have, having a decoy based off 96 of her max. Like, how much HP does Cinderella have right now? She has 2.6 million and she's fully stacked. Nobody's giving her an HP buff here. Look at her damage, 251 million. I'm sitting at 210 million. Like, oh, we're looking like the electric code is so powerful. It's scary. And my iron is built too. Don't get it wrong. My iron is built, all right? Iron is going ahead. Yeah, this is just how it would be. Like, this is what I would do, right? Cinderella, Ayn, and then Summer Niece on the side to support, right? Summer Niece doesn't always have to be an insane DPS. Obviously, you can use her as an insane DPS, and if you take a look, her damage is good. Like 110 million from her is good. 70 million, 84 million from Mario and Exia is good. This is a well-balanced team. I feel like everybody's doing what they're supposed to do to get the job done. Like, these are good. This is good damage. This is good numbers and all these things. Like, this is what you want to be running, right? Not this team specifically. Like, I wouldn't say this is the best team for Cinderella. I'll probably make a dedicated video on her best team, but this is another good team that I think a lot of people will have access to. Keep in mind, Ayn is a recent character, Mari is a recent character, Exia's favorite item is a recent thing, Summer and Niece just had a recent rerun. If you're a new player, then you probably don't have Summer and Niece, and you probably don't have Mari, which is unfortunate. There's 2 limited characters here, right? So it's more of a you had to have been playing type team, but it is definitely a team that works, right? It's as clear as day this team works, right? Very powerful, very strong, and it's all going to, the only thing that's being wasted here realistically is the pierce damage buff from Mari, since I don't even think Ayn has pierce, does she? Ayn doesn't even have pierce. She has true damage, right? Nobody here has pierce. Not even Summer Niece. Like nobody here has pierce. Maybe Exia. I guess just snipers, right? But whatever. But other than that, like, yeah, the numbers are too good, too powerful. This team is too powerful, way too powerful. Too much buffs from Summer Niece. Her damage is too good. Ayn is buffing herself, plus the buff she's getting, plus her damage is too good. Cinderella is buffing herself, plus all the buffs she's getting, plus her damage is too good. Mari and Exia, they're mainly just buffers, but their damage are pretty good for burst 1 and burst 2 supporting. Honestly, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think this is my favorite anniversary character wise. I do like Cinderella more than I do like Red Hood. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people don't really like me saying that, but it's true. I think Cinderella is cooler than Red Hood, and I'm happy that she's actually very, very powerful. Now, is she better than Red Hood? That's gonna be another video. But look at this. 405 million from Cinderella, 369 million from Ayn, 175 from our sub DPS, right, which is good. 118 million from our burst 1 DPS supporter, which is good, and then 96 from our burst 2 supporter. This is good. This is what you want. Well balanced team. You have your main DPSs, your sub DPSs, and your support who are still doing something, right? Other supports would have had like maybe max 20 million there. In 3 minutes, max 20 million. This is a good electric code. Has been running the game lately, and they're gonna keep running the game. I'm gonna just keep it a G. So yeah. But anyways, you guys let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you wish you summoned for Mari or Summer Niece, if you did like this team comp or whatever. Let me know what you want me to do when it comes to Cinderella, what type of videos you want, what you want me to try her with, or who you want me to try her with, and all these little things. Let's try to get 5 subscribers like I asked for, and 100 likes on this video. If you guys enjoyed it, like it, let's go, all that stuff. And I hope you guys, if you are still summoning, good luck on your pulls. And yeah, I might be live soon to summon on viewers' accounts. I'll let you guys know. Babes actually suggested that I do that, so shout outs to my baby. But anyways, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.